How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Foodie TV. It's Davian
and Richard.
and today we're in Irvine, California at Hot Jiaozi, Dumpling Central.
They got all types of dumplings, steamed dumplings, boiled dumplings, pan-fried dumplings, you name it, they got it.
We're here to try it all, and it's all coming right up in this video.
Let's eat. All right, guys, we're gonna start with appetizers. The appetizers come cold, but they do have hot appetizers too, but we're gonna start with the cold ones first. The first one we're gonna try is the tofu skin salad. So what we have in here is tofu skin. I see cilantro and some chilies in there, and I think a spicy chili oil as well.
There's so much food here, guys, and everything smells incredible.
Oh man, good thing I saved my appetite because I'm hungry. Hopefully we can fit all of this in my belly.
All right, I got my bite here.
Here we go,
right,
tofu
cheers,
skin
guys.
salad. Wow.
You taste some of that Szechuan peppers in there, the Szechuan pepper oil. It's not spicy at all.
Even though it's a cold dish, this is actually really delicious. The tofu skin is cooked just right where it is not too chewy, and once you bite into it, there's still texture and it breaks up with the bite. The coriander, the cilantro in there gives it a nice herby, and that Sichuan chili has a perfect kick where it's not too hot. It's just enough for you to get some different type of flavors in there.
All right, you guys, I take that back. The chili is starting to settle in now. So upon first bite, you won't taste any spiciness at all, but then that kick comes at the second, couple seconds after, but it's not hot, it's not spicy.
If you guys know history about Sichuan chili, is they're the type of chili, if you eat enough of it, they can actually start making your mouth feel a little numb. Is that happening to you yet?
Not yet, but I bet if I ate all this, it might be numb.
I didn't bite into the actual chili, so I'm not feeling any of that, so I'm just gonna skip that.
All right.
Next dish is in Davian's hand, we have the okra, and this is also another cold dish here. We have okra and some soy sauce, I believe, or their house sauce here.
This is one of their popular appetizers, you guys.
I don't really ever see okra as a dish in Asian places. So.
Never seen this at all.
So this is new to me.
The first time I've seen it at a restaurant, or even at an Asian restaurant.
All right, let's see how it is, guys.
Right, cheers. Guys.
Wow. That is good.
The soy sauce has a little vinegar in there, so there's a nice acidity to the whole saltiness of it. And the okra, it's only like blanched, I believe, so it retains a nice crunch to it.
Yeah, it's not slimy. If you ever cook okra a little too long, they become a little slimy, but this one, I didn't taste any of the slime or felt any of the slime. The sauce made it perfect, and it was nice and crunchy, like David said, like perfectly blanched.
I like that a lot.
This is actually really good. I'm not a big fan of okra because of that slimy aspect to it, but this one is just perfect. Woo. Okay.
Moving on to the pork belly. We got braised pork belly
with plums in it.
With plums.
So this is a house special dish that they have. They have a section on their menu that's just called house special, and this pork belly with plum is one of those house special dishes.
All right, let's take a bite.
Plum and pork belly.
Wait. I forgot our rule. Number one. Just pork belly first.
Just its purest form, pork belly.
Cheers.
Here you go. Wow.
Salty, sweet, nice and tender, fatty.
The fat on this pork belly is perfectly rendered. When I bit into it, it was almost like butter melting onto my tongue. With that perfectness of the savory, the sweetness, and the braise of how tender it is, that was amazing, you guys.
This would be really good with rice, you guys.
Oh my God, we have rice. Speaking of rice,
we do have a little bit of rice.
We have shrimp fried rice, you guys, and they do not skimp out on the shrimp. Look at all that shrimp that they showcase right in the front of the dish. So David, go ahead.
You do have some Bonito flakes on here as well.
Wow, so, Bonito flakes for that extra essence and the savory umami flavor from that. It's always a nice topping.
Even when they were frying this in the wok back in the kitchen,
It was
you could
smelling so good.
just smell so good.
We were getting so hungry just watching them fry everything.
All right, you guys. This bite is going to be a piece of pork belly plus the plum.
Pork
and then
belly.
we're going to chase that with some rice.
Pork belly, plum.
All right, cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. That plum has so much flavor.
It added a really nice level of flavors to it.
Oh yeah. The plum had like a perfect sweetness to it where the savory contrast each other and it made it very, very fun to eat.
Right,
Chase it
chasing.
with some rice. Wow.
Solid fried rice.
The shrimp is cooked perfectly. Not dry, bouncy, and still juicy.
Yeah, I like that little bounce that it still retains.
You gotta have the bounce in the shrimp. When it's overcooked, it's like biting into cooked cartilage. Didn't feel that at all. That was really good shrimp.
Really good. Really
Felt like
good
it was-
braised pork belly.
Yeah.
All right. Since we already have some rice in our bowl, let's move on to the next dish.
This is braised brisket with quail eggs, you guys. What a combo. And based on its color, it looks very, very flavorful. Let's try it out.
All right. I'm excited for this one.
Wow.
Can't go wrong with brisket, you guys.
Brisket and eggs. I ate this all the time as a kid. In Vietnamese culture, we call it thịt kho. And then sometimes even thịt kho with jung is braised pork or braised beef with, eggs.
All right, we're gonna start with just the meat itself.
Just the meat.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Whoa.
Super tender.
Super tender. The force of my jaw before I even touched the meat, it was already breaking apart.
The flavor of it reminds me of beef noodle soup. The beef that you get in beef noodle soup.
Ball caw is what he's trying to say.
Or Chinese beef noodle soup,
Chinese
right?
beef noodle soup.
But it's
Without the soup.
it's just concentrated.
Yeah. It's like they took that beef soup,
Oh,
cooked it all the way down, and then it got concentrated flavor into like a gravy almost on top of it.
that was good. All right, quail egg.
Quail egg. Try the quail egg.
Quail egg alone or quail egg with the beef?
Let's do quail egg with the beef. Might as
Quail
well.
egg with the beef, guys. Look at that. Cheers.
Oh yeah. I don't want to say that that's my favorite dish so far, but it is. It is just so good.
I can see why. The quail egg just adds a nice creaminess to the braised beef brisket. Oh
my
man,
God.
that was good.
Again, the egg as well is not overcooked. It's perfectly cooked where the yolk isn't too hard like chalk.
Yeah, it's not
And it,
super
and
dry.
it didn't make my
overcooked.
mouth dry as that bit into the egg. Sometimes when I bite into a boiled egg, it's too dry. I need water right away. That and the sauce and the beef was perfect, you guys.
Right, moving on to our next appetizer, it will be the green beans, stir-fried green beans. This is a classic dish that you can get or you see pretty much at most Chinese restaurants.
Right.
I love this. I always order it, so let's go for it.
I always order this. Green bean is the best one to order when I'm going for veggies.
All right, guys. Cheers.
Cheers. Whoa. The flavor is so on point with this, you guys. You get a little bit of kick, you get that savory sweetness, and the fresh green bean being all sauteed together.
Yeah, that was super good. Woo. Solid stir-fried green bean dish.
Yeah.
So you got the dried shrimp in there as well.
Oh my
And it just
God.
brings out the flavor.
Yeah.
Not overly salty for this, so
No,
just right.
had well-balanced flavors in there, but it was packed with flavor. It's just not boring green beans, you guys. That was
All right.
amazing.
Next up, we got beef Mapo tofu.
Oh my
Mapo
God.
tofu is one of my favorite Chinese dishes to eat, and I don't typically like to eat tofu like that.
You
But
know I gotta get that with some rice, man. That just looks like it'll go so good with rice. I had to fill up my fried rice dish all over again.
all right, I got my spoonful, waiting for Richard to get his. Yeah, so
Boom.
I'm not a big fan of tofu in general. I don't hate it, but it's just not something I crave or I typically order.
Right.
But Mapo tofu, that's one thing that I will order if I see it on the menu.
Yeah, mainly a lot of the times tofu is like a vegetarian dish, but this has beef in it, so I'll let this one pass.
All right.
Here we go, guys.
Going with the spoon for this one. Cheers, guys.
Wow, that is amazing.
Nice peppercorn flavor in there. There's a little nice kick to that.
Whoa. There's definitely Sichuan chili oils or something going on there, because like every time you eat that chili, it starts off mild, but then as you wait, it just starts to elevate itself inside your tongue.
It's like a slow burner.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a slow burner. And I love that Szechuan flavor and chili profile.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
I feel my tongue like dancing a little bit from it, and it's starting to get numb on the right side because that's where I was chewing. So I'm starting to feel that numbness coming.
And it's always good to eat with rice, guys.
Oh yeah.
But then this bite, I think we need to take another bite just with the tofu.
Just with the
alone.
tofu, so that way we can just get that fire in us. Yeah, just tofu.
All right, just look at that, you guys. Oh man, cheers.
Cheers.
Tofu is nice and soft,
That was so good.
and it still maintains its structure very well.
Right.
It doesn't crumble.
Right. The thing with soft tofu is it's so easy. Once you play with it a little bit, it just breaks into nothing. But they cook this to a pretty good texture where it doesn't break up, but when you bite into it with your tongue or your mouth, it just breaks up easily.
Super good.
I feel like if you eat like 2 or 3 more spoons of that though, it would start getting started. I can
Yeah,
feel it
you'll
already.
probably start sweating.
You know what? Since we ate some of the spicy, let's wait until all this spice comes down before we eat that one.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to this next appetizer.
This one is the sweet and sour fried fish, and it's Alaskan cod. So that's what we're eating here, and I believe that's plum on the top with some mint leaves as a garnish.
All right. It looks like the fish was battered and deep fried.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah. Here you go. Sweet and sour fish.
Cheers,
You can never
guys.
go wrong.
Okay.
That sweet and sour flavor is so delicious and very tasty. It's addicting almost.
Yeah, it's not too overly sweet.
Yeah.
It's very well balanced.
Yeah.
And then this was surprising to me because it's not a typical batter. It's actually like a fritter, like a fried dough. And then it
almost-
just has a little bit of fish inside. So it reminds me of like maybe a beignet,
Yes.
but with a little bit of fish inside. It was
Yeah.
really good.
Which is, I think, is a good idea because that type of texture sucked up all of that sweet and sour sauce and it made it a flavor bomb. So right when you bite into it, it doesn't look like it has that much flavor, but believe me, once you bite into it, it's just gonna explode in your mouth.
Yeah, and the bread texture is nice and soft. So it's really good. First time I've ever had a fish dish or a fried fish dish like this.
Almost remind me of orange chicken, but fish form, but the sauce way better. All right.
All
What's
right,
next?
moving into our main stuff now, what they're known for, what they're House Central for.
Oh yeah.
What they are, okay, cut. All right, moving on to our main stuff, the dumplings.
The dumpling.
This is Dumpling Central, guys, what they're known for. So let's go with the pan-fried one first.
Pan-fried one, and then once you guys step into those doors, you're gonna see the big sign. It's gonna say authentic dumpling. So that already gives it, what to expect once you get in here.
Oh, but wait, we gotta get our sauces.
Oh my gosh, that's right. We can't forget
Almost
about that. All right, guys, let me pull this sauce tray over here so you guys can see what we have. All right, let me just talk a little bit about the sauce so you guys can understand what's going on here. This is the signature sauce. What the signature sauce is, basically the balsamic is vinegar, and they use balsamic vinegar and soy sauce. It's already pre-mixed in here, and they have a little bit of brown sugar to add that little sweetness. So this is already pre-mixed. You don't have to do anything. The only thing you have to do is add some chili oil if you want it to be a little bit spicy, or if you want it to be a little more savory, you're gonna put in the soy sauce. And then we have our vinegar and soy sauce on the side. If you want to make it on your own, if you're a professional, go ahead, do that on yourself. But I think I'm gonna use the signature sauce just because I'm so curious of what it is.
I'm gonna put some sauce on our dish.
Taste that a
Can
little
you pass the chili oil?
Chili oil, yes, of course.
Always gotta have the chili oil.
Oh, gotta have the chili oil. That's right, baby.
And then they do have some satay here as well.
Oh yeah, they brought us some chili paste out here.
Chili paste, right? Look at that.
There you
guys.
go. That looks amazing, you guys.
Okay, I want to put some of this. I love my chili, so any kind of chili.
It's going in. You took a taste test of that chili.
Oh, that's good.
That's good chili.
It's a nice chili.
Okay,
right,
we have our sauce ready.
Mix it all up.
Make sure it's all mixed and stirred well.
All right. Got our dumplings. Pan-fried pork dumpling, right?
Pan-fried pork dumplings, guys.
Right.
Perfectly crisp on one side and the other side nice and steamed. Let's take a bite.
Cheers, guys.
That was so juicy. When I bit into it, all of the juices just squirted out from one end.
For me, it exploded in my mouth because I put the whole thing.
I should have done that. I messed up, you guys. If you're gonna eat this, put the whole thing in your mouth because all of that juices was lost into my plate.
Pro tip.
Pro tip from Davian.
Yeah, nice and juicy. Very good. Yeah, and it's not salty, so dipping it into sauce makes it a perfect combination.
Wow. I had that chili kind of has like a little nutty taste to it, like sesame oil taste to it. So that was really good.
All right, now moving on to our steamed dumplings we got over here.
This is our shrimp and scallop steamed dumplings. Never ever tried scallop in a dumpling before.
Never.
This is new to me, so I'm very, very excited to see what it's about.
And just to let you guys know, they have 3 kinds of dumplings. They have steamed dumplings, boiled dumplings, and pan-fried
dumplings. All right. Here we go, baby.
I'm gonna take this one since it's scallop.
Yeah, with
no sauce.
No sauce. I just want to get all of that flavor.
Cheers, guys.
I'm doing the Davian style this time. I'm not gonna be a noob.
That scallop and the shrimp in there with the mushroom. There's a little nice sweetness going on with all the juices coming out.
That whole dumpling went in my mouth. All of the juices released in there. I had this little briny seafood world explosion in my mouth, but in a very good way. It's like a fresh ocean swimming in my mouth. Like, it was amazing. That scallop was super fresh. That shrimp was nice and bouncy. Both of them with the mushroom added a little bit of umami flavor to it. Very, very, very good combination.
All right.
I didn't think it was gonna be like that.
Next bite we gotta take with the sauce.
Oh yeah, I already took that whole bite, so I gotta get another one.
Half of mine still. All right.
Here we go, sauced up, ready to go down the hatch.
Cheers,
baby.
guys.
Cheers.
That sauce just makes it.
Wow.
And I like the wrap of the dumplings. It's not too thick, not too thin. It holds its texture and structure very well.
Yeah, so sometimes when I eat dumplings that have the wrap too thick, it kind of overpowers the taste of the proteins that's inside it, where you only taste like flour.
Yeah.
This one had a perfect ratio. It was thin enough, so when I ate everything, it married together very well. And with that sauce, it changed the whole game for me right now. I cannot eat it without the sauce now. That was just...
Yeah, don't eat it without the sauce, you guys. All right, moving on to this combination platter over here.
All right, so this one is pretty cool. So if you're coming to eat with your family or you have kids that just like colorful food, this might be a good way to trick them into eating dumplings. What we have is, our orange one here is pumpkin. The wrap is as pumpkin. We have here squid ink. This red one is beets. Green one is spinach, and the white one is just your regular one that we always use, just flour. So, let's go. I'm gonna let Davian, we'll just take turns, and then you can explain one, and I'll explain one.
I'll take the pumpkin.
All right, I'll get the darkness, the squid.
All right. Okay, I want to take this without the sauce, just so I can see if I can taste the flavor in the wrap. All right, cheers, guys.
So I'm gonna let Davian go first. I want to hear his review on the pumpkin one. What do you think? Was there any pumpkin taste to the wrap?
You know, the flavor is very subtle, so I hardly taste it at all.
Oh,
It just tastes like a regular wrap to me. But the cool part is the colors.
Yeah,
That's the fun part of it, if you have kids or anything like that.
Right.
But to me, I can't taste the pumpkin flavor in here.
Yeah.
But it's still really good.
But that's the cool thing though, you guys. They use natural ingredients as dyes for the wrap instead of using food coloring. So that, I like that. Here we go with squid ink. like David said, tastes just like a regular wrap. Cool that it's colored, but the proteins inside, nice, juicy, very light. So if we dip it in the sauce, it's gonna kill the game.
Yeah, it's gonna kill the game. It's gonna change the game for it. And what I did notice, guys, is
Sauce.
each one, it was my mistake. I thought it was the same filling for each one, but it's not. Mine, I had like a mushroom vegetarian filling, I believe. I didn't taste any protein in it at all.
Wow.
Yours looked different.
Yeah, mine tasted like pork with some greens in there, like onions, I believe, scallions or something like that, or even chives.
Okay, so now we know that the wrapper still tastes pretty much the same as the regular one.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our chili, chicken and chili
Oh
dumpling.
my god, this is chicken dumpling with spicy chili sauce in it. Wow.
Dumplings in chili sauce is one of my favorite things to order at a dumpling
yes.
restaurant.
I usually always get the shrimp wontons with spicy sauce to it. Gonna have it with now with dumplings, so that's pretty cool.
Look at that, you guys. The wrapper has soaked all the chili.
Look at all
water.
that sauce just dripping. Wow.
Can't wait.
Okay, what are you gonna do? The whole bite?
The whole bite.
The whole bite. All right, let's go. Whole bite.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. The chili oil, very subtle. For some reason, I expected to have a little bit more kick. But as I'm talking to you guys right now, the spices keep going up and up and up and up.
Yeah, there's the slow, it's the slow burn we were talking about earlier.
Do not let that fool you guys. I thought that this was just gonna be mild, but it's hot now.
It's very good. It's very good, but again, like Richard said, the flavors are very subtle. The saltiness of it is it's on the lower side to me.
Yeah, it's like
It might be just because I'm a salty guy,
Yeah, we like very savory foods,
but I
but
think like a little bit of soy sauce in there.
I think they do it on a purpose because you know you are dipping dumplings majority of the time with soy sauce and the whole special sauce thing going on here. And then if you always want it to be more savory, you can always add more soy sauce.
Yeah.
But if it's too salty already, you can't take that away.
Right, so it's smart of them to come out with a little more subtle side. And then if you want to add more flavor to it or more saltiness to it, you can control that.
You can dump it into your sauce.
All
Oh my
right,
gosh.
I think we got one more. Last but not least,
We have the hot. You know what? Let's take a short drink break.
Oh, we should.
Prepare ourselves for this spicy one.
almost
'cause
forgot.
that is super spicy. Okay, over here, I have the Hawaiian Paradise smoothie. Hawaiian Paradise smoothie. What we have is vanilla ice cream, mango, and honeydew, all in one with an orange slice on top.
All right, Richard, you have to explain this.
All right, Dayton has the what is this? The Paradise fruit tea. So that one has pineapple,
Orange, grapefruit,
and
strawberry.
strawberry, and it's in a fruit tea.
Looks pretty good.
Let's try it
All right,
out.
cheers. Oh,
Whoa.
that one's very refreshing, you guys.
Whoa.
All the flavors of all the different fruits together combines really well. And the grapefruit is the star. You taste the grapefruit flavor in there, comes out a little stronger than all the others.
This smoothie is so refreshing, and I know why they call it the Hawaiian Paradise because, oh my gosh, I felt that tropical vibe right when I drank it. The honeydew, perfectly sweet. The mango mixes with it very well. And the ice cream, I didn't even get to yet because it's on the very top. So we'll save that for later for
Save
dessert.
that for later. But we got one last dish.
All right, let's go, you guys. Our last dish. This is the spicy dumpling. What we have here is levels of spice. We have Sichuan chilies, we have spicy oil, we have sriracha, and it's wrapped in spicy chili with protein, pork in there, I believe.
And then it looks like there's some fresh Thai chilies in there as well.
Thai chilies, and then of course they put I think a soy sauce on there, oyster sauce or something.
Oh man,
we'll
this one,
see.
I cannot wait.
I'm scared.
You guys already know me.
David loves the spicy. I'm more on the reserve side with that because if it comes in hot here, it's coming out hot there too. That's what I'm scared of.
Spice. All right, guys. Cheers.
Here we go. That's spicy. Whoa.
There are so many different flavors in one bite. You got the sweetness from the eel sauce, I think, right? Or maybe like caramelized
Soy. It's like a
soy sauce.
It's like a soy sauce that maybe an oyster sauce.
Yeah, maybe like some kind of reduction.
Yeah.
And then you get the kick from the not only the chili oil, you get it from the
fresh chilies.
fresh chilies, the fresh Thai chilies, and then the sriracha comes into play with the heat level of it and also the sweetness from it. Wow.
All I taste,
love that.
all I taste is spicy. So whatever Davian explained to you guys, believe that, because for me, I can't take spice like him. So it was just a spice bomb in my mouth. And I didn't even realize they had these yellow chilies on it too. It looked like pepperoncinis or
I think those are the Szechuan chilies.
Szechuan chilies?
Maybe.
Oh.
I'm not quite sure, but.
There are just so many different types of chilies on here. My brain cannot wrap around this.
Oh, and there's a little bit of acidity to it. So you get that sweet, savory, and then you get the sour.
Oh yeah.
Everything, and the spicy.
Can't be a wuss, gotta finish my food. I'm gonna take that other half, but I'm gonna dip into some of the sauce.
And you guys, the cool thing is, the dumplings are made to order. You can see them making it in the back, as you can see. Fresh, made to order, and everything comes out piping hot.
Yeah, it's super fun when I get to see how the food is made. It just makes it feel like I'm getting it fresh, which it is. So that's a bonus right there, you guys. You get to have a little show before you eat your food. This dumpling restaurant was the hit, you guys.
I have dumpling coma.
Be sure to hit like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.
And we'll see you on the next episode of the
Foodie TV. Peace.